Good morning, everyone. I'm calling to order a called meeting of the Del Mar College Board of Regents at 8:30 a.m. on Friday, June 30th. Just as a heads up to staff, we will allow a moment for public comment when we finish with our opening pieces here. I'm going to call roll to establish a quorum. Dr. Babley? Here. Mr. Garza? Here. Dr. Adami?
Here.
Ms. Averett? Here. Dr. Turner? Mr. Kelly?
Here.
And Mr. Krul? Here. I'm Carol Scott. We have a quorum and can conduct business, and I noticed that Regent Loeb has just joined us remotely. Regent Loeb, are you on?
Yes, I am.
Thank you very much, sir. We have a quorum and can conduct business. Would you please join me in a moment of silence? Thank you very much. Mr. Kelly, would you lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance, please?
Please join me in pledging allegiance to our flag and country.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you very much. And would you please join me in reading the Del Mar College Vision Statement? It is on your agenda if you have it in front of you, or maybe we have it on the screen. Zach, 3, 2, 1. There we go. Thank you, Zach. Del Mar College will be the premier choice for life-changing educational opportunities provided by responsive and innovative faculty and staff who empower students to improve local and global communities. Before we go into our closed session today, we have an opportunity for public comment. If there is anyone with us who would like to make comment before the public. Hello. Mr. Klein, thank you for being here today.
Hit the button, Jim. There you go. There you go.
Good morning. My name is Jim Klein. I live at 3501 Monterey Street. Thank you for taking time to listen to me today. I want to speak to you today about two Senate bills passed out of the state legislature this past spring. They're going to take effect this fall, and I guess next January. One of them will take effect next January. These are Senate Bills 17 and Senate Bill 18. Senate Bill 17 deals with diversity, equity, and inclusion, the DEI bill. I just wanted to mention that the final language of this bill's changed, the language of these bills changed quite a bit over the course of the legislative process, largely due to efforts by a number of different faculty organizations, several of which I represent. The final language does prohibit hiring and policies based upon, at the college, based upon race, sex, ethnicity, or color. It does make exceptions for compliance with federal law, however. It does stipulate also that general counsel provide written approval of that, for that exception then as well. Senate Bill 17, again, this is the DEI bill, does not apply to classroom instruction. It did in the original language. It does not in the final language. It does not apply to research, does not apply to student organizations, nor does it apply to get guest speakers on campus as well. It also makes exception, the final language made an exception as well, for efforts by the college to attract first-generation, low-income, and underserved students. So that's I want to make sure to make that point as well. Moving on to Senate Bill 18 very quickly. Senate Bill 18 again dealt with tenure. The original draft of the language ended tenure for all new hires at colleges and universities around the state. The final language does not, and it changed pretty dramatically over the course of the legislature, mostly on the House higher education side. It does not end tenure. It does state specifically that regents, trustees, alone can grant tenure, but it does not prohibit faculty from making recommendations in the granting of tenure as well. It specifies that each institution has to create a tenure policy and includes this language as well. Quote, this is from the final language of the bill sent to the governor's desk. The governing board shall seek advice and comment from the institution's faculty before adopting any policies and procedures under this section, unquote. Also stipulating that the advice and comment from faculty shall be given the utmost consideration by the governing board. Lastly, it does mention as well the faculty must receive a dismissal hearing with an administrator. It does not prohibit a faculty dismissal hearing, which is the process we've had in place here at Del Mar College up until this point. But But I just wanted to mention all this and say that the members of TAC, that's the Texas Association of College Teachers, I'm the immediate past president of that organization, as well as the Texas Conference of the AAUP, that's the American Association of University Professors, local chapter here, stand ready to assist the administration, to advise the administration going forward with these bills and policies pertaining to them. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Klein, for being here. Any other public comment? At this time, the board's going to go into closed session, and we will be staying in this room, and so we'll ask the folks not staying in closed session with us to please depart. Let me read the language very quickly, and then we will take a brief recess to clear the room. We're going to go into Texas Government Code 551.071 for consultation with legal counsel. The time is 8:36 a.m., and we'll take just a couple of minute break, please. Thank you. The board has come back from closed session at 10:11 a.m. During closed session, the board was briefed on the situation with Nueces County Appraisal District and the appraisals for some specific properties and the impact that would have on the college's current fiscal year budget. We do have a motion. The chair is going to ask for a motion that the board support and authorize the CEO and general counsel to pursue legislative and legal options as discussed in closed session. Is there a motion to that effect?
I so move.
Thank you, Dr. Babley. Second? Second by Mr. Krool. Is there any discussion or questions on that motion? Is there any public comment on that motion? All those in favor, please raise your hand. Mr. Loeb, indicate by yay or nay.
Yay.
That motion passes unanimously. I want to thank you all for your work on helping us get information on this. We realize that this is a significant issue for the college and for our taxpayers and for our students and our faculty. We are going to look to resolve this issue as expeditiously as possible, understanding that short-term implications as well as long-term implications could be severe for the college. But we are looking at some options to try to resolve that situation and to try to come up with a resolution that we think would be in the best interest of the college and our taxpayers. So I thank you all for your attention to this matter, and we look forward to some future discussions about it as well. With that and no other business, our meeting is adjourned at 10:13 a.m.